Wang. And the graphic design was by Suya. And here, when you see when Brother Zhao Liang come here at the first times, he shared about his life in prisons. But have you ever been meet the president in person? Brother Zhao Liang has his affinity. He was in prison and he met the presidents also. And the Dao Ai drama Rebirth, Say No to Drugs with the face. Say no to drug with a face vow and actions. Well, I have no way to teach my child. I can only give it to the government to handle him. There is only a thin line between light and darkness in his life. His story is really exaggerated. It feels like he has died once and rebirth again. Sister Shuya suffered from the social phobias, and Brother Zhao Liang always accompanied her, and she truly believed that he will change. It's a big decision in life, and I deeply feel the difficult journey of the couples. And I gained almost 8 kilos, and it's really easy to gain weight, but it's so hard to get rid of it. This is not where I belong. Did you actually shave your hairs? Every 2 days I have to shave my hairs. I have to shave my head to make it shine like this. To turn around his life. To turn around his dice, Gao Zhaoliang traveled to prisons, campus, and military throughout Taiwan to hold thousands of sharing sections. It's a one-stop continuation to offer psychological counseling, assisting in prison education, and more importantly, after they were released, how to restore the relationship with their family.
反毒分享读书会透过直播与大众零距离，只要坚定说不，烟毒诱惑就能远离。新闻为宣王昭忠高雄报道。
And we have a lot of videos about Gao's brother Gao Zhaoliang. With all these videos, and we added this. I offer my life stories, and hopefully it can help people to find a way in their life and also help their loved one to stay away from love. Tzu Chi Foundation edited the play into a 90-minute film and offered it to the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Justice. Hope his story can inspire more people from making the same mistake. And the concept of anti-drugs should really start early so that the children can be vigilant, planting a good seed in their minds, and also help the people who are still suffering from drug addictions. So everywhere we have a lot of energy and resources to help the rehabilitated people. There are so many of you that I cannot find a place to stand. Okay, let's welcome our teams of the anti-drug teams. For his experience, we better avoid that kind of experience. It's not really honorable things. But when he realized the mistake, the influence after he made the mistakes, and he transforms, it's not easy for him to do it. And in this morning, he already went to the other sections to share the sharing section. He went to Yancheng Guangrong Elementary School, and this morning to perform lectures. And now he came here And I pay attention on him, see if he's dozing away, but he's still very energetic. And after the study groups, he will go to the Suda College to share another section. So their life is really busy. And how do they provide their livings? And they have their stores, the old-fashioned food, a vegetarian grilled sausage. There's varieties of the vegetarian food. We can support them by purchase those products from their stores. And if we can put in our efforts to support them, it will be even better. And if I go to the prisons, who will you listen to? You will listen to Brother Zhao Liang's, not me. Because in prisons, he is a very important character in prison because he was there, he was experienced in the prison's life. And we really appreciate he come here. Every time he come here, he will tie up with Ziling because they are a very good partners. They always come together. So Aling's rebirth. For 30 minutes, we can witness their energies. I like to be with you because you have positive energy. So let's welcome his sharings. And hello everyone, all the Dharma brothers and sisters and the masters. And all the volunteers from overseas. Good evening. I am Gao Zhaoliang. I am the volunteer in Changhua district. I'm very happy to be here to share my story with you. And thank you for the opportunity to invite me. And also come here with repentance. I have to repent for the mistake that I made before. And the drug. And because of the drugs, I served times more than 11 years. So 14 years ago when I first joined Siji, and the second year after I joined Siji, after being released from prison, I attended the water repentance musical adoptions and also certified as a Sichen members. Through the musical adoption, I realized the meaning of the scriptures and feel the great affinities. It's like it was made just for me, because I don't know the cause and the karma in the past. Therefore, my body, speech, and mind were not at the right path, and I create countless evil causes. At that time, the master told me, and I was very grateful for the master's encouragements. And I told master that I want to be a certified member and I want to step into the prison to help more people. And the master told me that if you want to awaken the others, make sure you are not affected by the others first. And I always remember her preaching. If I can awaken myself, that's the way I can have the ability to help the others. So in 2011, I was certified and I got married. And everything that was important in my life all happens in 2011. At that time, I made a vow that I want to help those rehabilitated peoples. because
走入
I
监狱，
has
同时也要帮助更
experienced
多的
those
更生人。所
situations
以
as
在
them.
投入监狱的那个过程当中，其实我自己
And
本身曾经想过，
afterwards, I
用走
realized
入监
I
狱
was
在帮
blessed
助他们出来
because
的方
lots
式
of
之
people
后，我
after
才体
they
会到
release
说，
from
原
the
来
jail,
我是个
they
有福
cannot
之
find
人。
a way
很多童子
to
出来之后是找不
to
到家，甚至
to
很多
work,
家人
or
是唾弃他，不
they
想
cannot
理
find
他，
any
其
jobs.
实是家人找不到方法，而这两方面都需要来协助。所
And
以
I make a
当
vow
初
to cherish
我在这个过
blessing
程
and
当中，
create more
从
blessings. So
见
I make
苦
a
而后
vow
知
to
福，我发愿
walk
要再造福。
throughout
所以我
the
在民国100年
prison
开始
in the
走入全台湾
countries,
各地的监狱，但是发愿
and
行
a
善
good
却是
will
让我
will bring
更
me
加去
strength.
坚定脚步的一个最
If
重
we
要的一
have
个
no
原因。
wills,
因
then
为
you
愿力
cannot
就是有如信
accomplish
念，
your
愿力
missions.
又有如方向。当
So
一个人
that's
没有
why
愿力的时候， 他
um,
是没有办法去具足要圆满达到他的目
and
标的。
every year
所
we
以
should
刚
make the
才讲的
inventory
是可以
about
说
our
要有
lives
数据化，
and
那个
make
是
sure
切
the
实的。我
mission
们每
and
年都要把自
move
己重新
forward.
盘点一次，让自己的生命
And
重新的盘
during
点，那
my
才确定目标再
companionship
往前走。
with
我
the
还记
other
得在
rehab
陪伴
peoples,
更生同学的一个过程当中，很多人
and
是
make
因
them
苦得病，因苦
live
得
in the
病，因
miserable
苦让自
lives.
己家破人亡。药物滥用跟酒精成瘾，它不分种族，也不分年
The
龄高
drug
低，它不分你男
abuse
女
can
老幼，
harm
更
the
不分你
society,
家里
harm
面
the
的财经背景，
people's lives.
还有学历高
And
低。
lots of the
这个是一种社会上的
rehab
精神状
people,
况的疾病。
they were
所以很多来
found
求
the
助的
high
同学，他
educated
的家
people.
长
They
高
were
人
found
或
at
是高学历，
different
甚至是高科
levels
技分
in the
子，都被毒
societies.
品所害。所以我要跟我
At
们师
least
兄师姐
if
跟
you
线上
can
的志工分
awaken
享，
from this,
不能至
then
少
you
能
can
全学，
bring
因为
the
你如果至
better
少能全学，只顾着
affection
自
to the
己的话，那
societies.
社会没有办法更好。应该要把它当成是大家的责任，所以人家才会说，守
So
护下一
during
代，
our
责无旁贷。大
companionships,
家
we
年纪
see
一
a
样，
less of the
一人
poor
做事无常，方
family,
位更是
like
才能
this
够顺
person,
利。所以在
Ashen.
陪伴的过程
After I
当中，
came
我们
back
看到了
from my
许多的贫苦的个案，比如说这一位阿
lectures,
贤。
and I saw
有一次
this
我
old
刚宣
man.
导回来之后，其
He
实
ride
那
a
天已经很晚
shabby
了，结果看到一个
scooters,
老爸爸，
and he
就
was
是一
waiting at the
个
door
一个
for
家
me.
长，他骑
He
着一
told
个
me
破烂
that
的摩托
his
车在
child
店
was
里门口接
currently
我，
in
结果
prison.
引导
He
他
is
进来
going
之
to
后，他
be
告诉我，
released
我吓了
soon.
一跳。他
And
说我的
later
孩
I
子卖场开关，
realized
但是他快
his
出
son
狱了，
was
请
addicted
你
to
能够
drug
帮
and
我
was
好吗？后
arrested.
来我才知
And
道说，
before
原
he
来
got
他孩子进
arrested,
去关之前
he kicked
是
his father
家屋成瘾
away.
之后，而且还把他赶
And
出家
his
门，把
father
爸爸赶
came
出
to
家门。
me
而这个爸爸看到孩子
before
要
his
回来的时
son
候，第一件事
was
居然
released.
不
He came
是
to me to seek
闪
for
躲，
help
而是跑到
and
家里
asked
面
me
来
how
拜
can
托我
he
如
help
何来
his
帮助这
child.
个孩子。你看，
So
天下父
as
母
we
亲
can know,
永远都没
all
有
of the
不是的
parents
一
in the
个
world, they can
孩子
never
啊。
give
所
up
以
on their
永不放
children's.
弃，家庭支持是戒瘾者跟戒酒者最重要
And
的一个
to
动力。
prevent
那
the
后
drug
来我们也誓死
damage,
来帮助这个家长，
we
但
need
是
to
大家
do it
都
in
知道，
advance. But after you
预防毒
addicted
品
to
危害能
drugs,
够防治在
it will
前，
be
但
the
是你如果
uh,
戒之
it,
在后的话，那我
it
们
will
大家
cause
都
the
要付出惨痛的代价。
irreversible
手上有拿
damage.
个案本或者是访视部的我们
And
的志工，相信都很清楚。曾经有一个志工
uh,
跟我讲说：“师
10
兄，
of mine
那我们实际
home
往生志工里
visits
面，我手头上10个个案，有6个
recipients,
个案是因为
6 of
家
them
属负
were
险在
in
关，
jail.
或者是曾经入狱服刑。那我要请问各位志工们，那我们在投入志工访视的当
And
下，我
most
们有
of
将
our
近60%的资
fund
源
was
都投入在
supporting
协
those
助这些
rehab
曾经
people.
深受枷锁的
And
一个
if we
家庭。
can
那如果
prevent
我
the
们能
drug
够走在
addicted
前
in
端预防的
advance,
话，
then
那
we
是不
can
是后
save the
端组
lives
就不
of
用付出那么
money
大的
to
社
help
会
the
成本？你
other
们说对不
who
对？
need it.
所以我们要积极投入在预防毒品危害的部分。这个小
And
女孩是
in
在
the
基
past
隆的一
10
间国
years,
小，
the team
其实
has
在
worked
国小
hard
我是
to
抱着个
prevent
很开
drugs.
心、很天真的心情
Despite
跟他们分
we
享、
start
忏悔
to
分享，让他
contact
们
the
知道毒品危害的
schools,
严重性、难以戒断性跟
and
这
during
个
our
它的一个
lectures, then I
后
see
续的一
this
个
little girls, she
可能
cries so
性。
badly.
但是这个孩子很特
And
别，因
usually
为我
I
很害
will
怕看
see
到这
some
种孩子，因为我在分享
children
是有
they
有奖征答，
cannot
他们会
help
很开心的
crying.
举手，但是往往
And
都会
later
看
on
到
I
一两个这
realized
个孩子，就是
her
说
family was addicted to drug and was arrested and serving time in jails. And her parents is just like my age, and I feel so sorry for her. I hope that I can safeguard our children in the campus, and hopefully they can have the right concepts. When your parents addicted to drugs, it's not their fault. It's because they're suffering from the mental stress. so they could
那是
search,
因为
they
第一个
could
情况
reach
的
out
疾
for
病，
help.
这种病是可以透过专业的医
And
疗
you
院
should
所来
step
协
out of
助
your
医治
life
的，
and to
你
make
要寻求
friends
医
and live
治，
just like a
但是
normal
你也不要
persons.
这样子
So
而
it's
自
very
卑，不敢去
important
交
to
朋友，你
promote
要认真
the
的读书。所以
anti-drug
在校园宣
concepts.
导重要吗？
Even
重要，无
the
论是校园、社区
my
或者是监
friends
狱，我
they
们都
can
永远都没有放
release
弃。
from the prisons
包括监
will
狱里面
become
出来的同
friends.
学，其实现在很多的同
And
学回来之后都变成是我们的法亲家
a
人。
lot of
然后这
uh,
两位师兄
a
今
lot
年
of the
会就在，
friends they
现在目前
serving
是在
time
彰
with
化和
me in
仙
the
居， 所
prisons
以
and now after
同学里
rehab
面很多之
will
前都跟我
become
在
the
监所里
members of
面在服
Tzu.
刑，但是我相信一句话，那个
And
只要
just
缘
like
深不怕
today,
缘来的
uh,
迟，所以
one
在
of the
市区里面，
volunteers,
我觉
Shi
得有心
Kui,
向善的
he
人
also
都很
came
努力，
to
就像
the
现在这边有一
stadiums.
个我们的同学世奎，他
For
也
the
来到
recent
现场，给
year,
他掌声
I
鼓
really
励一下。
appreciated the ITV and the humanities.
好，其实这几年来，我要感
They
恩大
read
爱
a story
大爱
about
电视台，
my
还有我们
life
大爱教会
stories
事业驻
and
宣的一
also
个部分。
published the books
就是有撰写
of
了我的一个
I
生
Had
命故事。
Changed,
同时在
and
去
we
年
give
多
away
大
the
帮人教
books
基金会帮
to
我出了一本我改变了这本反毒专书，来赠送给我
we
们
give away the
都有
books
全国的一
to
个校园跟
the
全国的矫正
corrections
机关。其
institution
实
and the
幕后其实
military
有很
across
多
the
的人的一个
country
用
and
心
work
跟努力。
together to
例如
prevent
刚才
drug
我们关
abuse.
爱教育基金
And
会的雪
thanks
林
for
师
the
姐，她
support
是我们最大
from
的护法。如果没有她，我们
everybody
真的
and
我没
especially the
有那
One
么大的
Mill
一个能力来
Foundation
做。还有我
educational
们的义工师
foundations.
姐一起
With
来
all
助
of your
选，
helps
让
that we
爱凝
can
聚，力量越大，
um,
你影响力就越大。好，我觉得我
we
们一
can
起来，
gather in all the
我相信我
powers
我
and
们可
to
以就是说像如好马或者
promote
是如萤
our
火虫一般，在黑暗
activities
中点亮
about
灯，让
about
文字能够
anti-drugs.
跨越高墙，能够影响
And
更多
this
人。
is
大家有没
at
有认
the
同？ 对
communities,
啊，我
the
们一起来努
lectures.
力哈，谢谢。
Most of them they
是
already retired,
这个是社
and
区
they are
宣导的一
also
个
the
部分。其实
first
我们
line
社区有
in
很多
the
长者大哥大
anti-drug
姐，其实他们平常已
promotion.
经退休了，
And
他
we
是社区
also
的防堵
have
的一个
the
第一条线，
promotion
所
in
以
the
他们平常都在社
communities
区
to
周围，所以我
safeguard
们
our
在社
children
区的一个
and
部
our
分也有做
community
社区的一个
members.
宣导，所以绵密式的一个宣导才能够保护我们的孩子。我举一个例哈，刚才有那一张成功岭的图那个简
And
报。
in
成功岭
Changhua
很
Ridge,
特殊的因缘，就是在107年的时候哈，往上推。
I
成功岭
was
的时候，
looking for the
107年
masters.
开始，我主动去
Looking for
找
their
部
sergeants.
队
I
长，
would like to
就是跟他
perform
说，
this
那个长官，你们
anti-drug
可不可以让我
lectures.
们来宣导？他说你
And
们为什么要
and
来？
he was
那
like,
需要钱吗？我
he
说真的不用
he
钱啊，
has
就是我们
problems
公益
about
的哈，让我
this.
们有
He
机会
questioned
迎
us
接
why we
阿
want
兵
to
哥
do
就好了
that.
这样子啦。后来他就抱着姑且一试的
And
想
this
法
is the
让我们
only
去啊。其
chance
实他
for
在
the
旁边
young
也在
person
观察。
can
其实我们
sit
希
there
望说，在
and
一个年
quietly
轻
to
人
listen
成
to
年之
our
后，唯一一
lectures.
次能够静静的安
So
下心来坐在那边
since
听我们宣导的，只有当
so,
天那一次，其他他就不可能了。所以从107年开始，成
so
功
nearly
岭、山洞
600
两旅每一
soldiers
梯次的一个
gathers
新
at the
兵，我们
scenes,
都把握这个因缘，
and
尤
the
其他都是傍晚
spectacular
进入营区，晚
scenes
上
was
8点半9
impressive.
点才有离
The
开营
soldiers
区，大家都
actively
上班也
participate
很累，
and
但是我们
interact
相
on
信难举
stage.
能行，对的是坚持
And the
做就
sergeant
对了。历
questioned
任的
me
将近
why
3、4任的里
Tzu
长，
came to
结果有一个里长
our
就很特殊，他就很好奇
military.
的问我一句话，很
Why
怀
you
疑
keep
啊，
coming
我们
here?
实际为
What
什
do
么
you
会进
ask
来
for?
哈？那么
Do you
多年
ask
了，你
for
们
lecture
都
fee?
拎拢袂烂吗？
And
我
I
看拢
told
袂
them
烂
that
啊，拎的
the
给细
master
菌拎
told
进
us
来
we
了。
need to
我说里
purify
长，
the
我告
people's
诉你一件
minds.
好吗？
And the
我们上
soldier
人说
is
要
the
社会
pillar
祥
of
和，
the
人心兴旺，
countries.
天下才
They
会无灾无难。
they
国军是我们国家
safeguard
的一个
our countries.
守护，有一
So
个人家
if
说
the
护国神山，
soldiers
但是我
was
们保护军民
addicted
的
to
那个民
drugs,
众的一个
that
最
make
大的
our
一个力量
country
呢。
in
当国军
dangers.
他如果
So
对
the
药物
great
滥用残害的时候，那
affinities
我们
to
民
gathering
众就没有
the
安
all the
全。
soldiers
只要你给我
together
们
and
一
listen
个
to
因
our
缘，把
lectures.
部队集合
So
起
now
来
the
就好。要
sergeant
钱吗？我们
is
从来没有跟你
confused.
谈过钱。
The
所
question
以
was
到现
solved.
在目前
And
为止，
also
也让
we
这个
are
旅长来解惑了哈。
promoting
这
the
几
bone
年来，其
marrow
实这个月
donations.
今年呢7月份，我们古捐团队就进入
And
成
we
功岭来收集
also also emphasize the importance of building a database of bone marrow stem cell to help the blood cancer patients. Because individual work is not, but with the groups we can perform this missions eternities.
好，这个是成功岭，我们看一下短短的一个影片哈。好，
And with the sincerity, integrity, faith, and honesty as the soil, with kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity as the gentle breeze. We need to cherish life and refuse drugs.
我们最重要
We
的听
always
后
tell
面
them
那
to
句话
thank you, 慈济.
我们就是
Thank
每
you,
次
the
好
anti-drug
我每
education
次就
team.
叫他们说啊，后面就叫谢谢慈济了。我们也不用讲
All
4
of the
位，我们就
soldiers
4
is
句
like a
话就好，
seed.
4个字
They
就
come
好了
from
哈。
all
啊，
over
其
the
实也
world.
就爱洒的一个
Even
动作。其实每一个阿兵哥就
and
如每一
we
个种
wish
子一
them
样，
can
它是
bring
来自
back
于全
love
台湾
with
各地，
them.
包括离岛，而且对象都不一样。所以我们希望他们把我们的爱
And
带
we
回
thanks
去。
to One
好，
Miao
那这几
Foundation
年
and
来，真的感
overseas
恩万邦教
volunteer
育基
for
金会在
supporting
今年
Tzu
跟我们
to
一起
help
到
us
教育部
launch
来接
the
下
I
公益
Have
的一个讲
Changed
座，同时由海
nationwide
内外志工
charity
跟汪庙教育基
anti-drug
金会来
camping
扶持，让我
tours.
们在全台湾各地。今年已经接下了将近140场，包
And
括
I
彰
had
化
to
区的部
continue
分是
doing
110
this
几场，总共有
that
200
can
多
help
场的一
influence
个
more
讲座。
peoples.
好啊，其实还是要
And
继续
thanks
做，
to the
还是要坚持
director
做，才能够
of
影
the
响更多
Special
的人。好，这
Education
个是教育部
Department
的
of the
长官当初
ministries
在拜
for
会
his
的时候给我
support.
们最大的一个鼓励。
And
其实
this
他的
is
鼓励就是帮
cards
我们新一个公
that
文
the
啊，
One Mile
新一个
Education
公文啊，而且
Foundation
他好
supporting
这
the
台车是汪庙
national
教育基金会
tours,
护持
sharing the
阿良
Tzuji's
哦，
gasoline
拍
fee
拍
and
照哈，招
supports
归台湾安尼
the
哈，而且连油资都付起来，给他
goodness.
们掌声鼓励一下哈。
We really don't have that
好，
much
其实
fun to
阿良真的没有那么大的一个
on
能耐
these
啦哈，我
missions.
们真的，我们之前
So
哈其实都开到非常的，
Sister
就是讲
Zhiling
有危险性，你知道啊，又要再制
donate
作
this
热量，我们
card
的
and
生
a
命安全也
gasoline
很重
fee
要。
and
所以主日
also
学
a
姐又
lots of
看顾到这一
goodness
点哈，就是发现了这
and
部车
give
队的
away
游资
to
哈，
the
给我们能够，还
volunteers.
有我们
And
加州
every time
的
we can
律
pass,
师
we can
姐、西斯堡
distribute
的
this
志工
this
团队、纽
to
约杨
all
梦琼
the
师姐、汪庙教育基金会，
students
其实
and
他
the
们扶持我们在
soldiers.
每一场学校，可以跟学校的
And
检验
if
品，
the
不用
if
钱哦，
there's
公益的讲
any
座，而且
school
还
that
送达
needs
检
our
验品，你
help,
看学校
please
有多
call
好
us as
哦。
soon
所
as
以如果有学
possible.
校的话，请他们尽快跟我
The
们联络
Changhua
哈。好，还
Changhua
有机会
District's
好
Tzuji's
好，贵
anti-drug
人做
team
事无
has
偿。今
held
年我们团队已经宣讲了全台湾将近
2,500
2500
campaigns
场，
so
超过
far.
100万人
On
次。这
average,
些
there
公文
are
都是来
about
自于教育部
2008
肯定我们团队
anti-drug
在做。
camping every
哦，一直
year.
来邀请我们参加
Over a
中国新
million
的反毒
people
博览
were
会，而且我们还得
benefited.
到人气奖的
Our
第2
love
名，
has
可以掌
spread
声
all
鼓励一下
over
哈。
the
好，
countries.
那今年今
And now
年
we
也
has
受
formed
邀
a
哈，一
formal
起来参
anti-drug
加今年最
partnership
新的
with
在
the
台南
Ministry of
运河旁
Education
哈，
in
在明梦南
Changhua.
公园办理的一
Every
个
year,
一
they
个全
will
国性的
send
反毒
us
活动，我
an
们团队也
official
到
letter
也会到
invite
现
us to
场。好，
participate
其
in the
实无
national
论得了什么奖项，
anti-drug
所有人都说
activities.
啊，你要好好啊收起来哦。有一届吼，我家己头袂疼，去找上人讲，规个摕一个奖杯互上人看，讲师傅，你看阮有得奖呢。师傅才甲我讲，啊，你
The
要好好啊
master
收哦，要好好啊收啊，叫我收起
Master
来啥。
remind
后
me
来我才
that
体会
we
到这句
always
话，
give
让
without
我以
asking
利续此，
anything
就
for
是我们不应该
returns.
为民为利而
We
求，
need
我
to
们应该付出无
cherish
所求。
the
其实那
opportunity
些奖
of
项都是所有
givings
慈济志
and
工
to
结果慈济
accumulate
志
our
工付出的结
blessings.
果。哦，我们要珍惜这个，把握
Let's
因缘不
welcome
足的
our
机会，你们说对不对？
team to come
我要欢，
to
我们一起
the
鼓掌来欢迎我们讲师团队
stadiums.
今天要莅临到
And
现场。
she's the first
好，
teacher
我
who
首先要介绍第一
starting
位讲师，
in our
因为
teams.
第一位讲师也是开启
Please
我们
so
在彰
step
化本
out
土宣导团哈最重要的一个当
and
初担
let's
任核心的黄碧莲师姐
welcome
来分享，啊，全部都站
Sister
出来
Huang
哈。
Bilian.
好，请黄碧莲师姐来分享。
大家好，其实就像刚才赵
Just
良
like
先生说的，一个人
when a
做
person
事
makes a
无常，
great
团
wish,
队
hoping to
做事
protect the
才能变
campus
成。
at the
所以，当
lowest
这位菩
levels,
萨
so
发
this
下
group
宏
of
愿，说
students
他
will
要
not
走出
repeat
在
the same
校园
mistakes
门
that
口，
like him.
不要让这
But
一群
I
深
often
深
see
孩
that
子
um,
跟着
as
他一样
the
重
brother
蹈覆辙。
Zhao Liang
可
is
是
often
我
walking
亲自
around
看
the
到的
school
是，
alone.
他自
This
己一
is
个
the
人的身
situation
影
as a
穿
retired
梭
teacher
在
for
校
me.
园里
I
头，
turn
所以此情此
my
景让
touch
身为
into
退休
actions.
教师的我
So I
就想，做
attend
好
this
事岂能
anti-drug
少我一
teams.
人？所以毅然决然加入我们反毒
After I
宣传的团队。
entered the
其实
campus,
加入以后，进
I
到校园，
realized
我们才
many
发
of their
现
families
好多的
already
孩子，他们的
suffer
亲子
from
可
the
能
drug
也是
addictions.
深入毒
And through their expectation eyes and their enthusiasm sharings, which made me feel the truth is while giving, the blessing already accumulated in my mind. So we hope to sow the seeds of good fortune in the young minds of children. And
除了这样感动化为
because
行
the
动
hope
以
of
外，
society
我
lies in
们
the
更希
education,
望
and the
一
hope
路
the
前进
education
下
lies on
去，
the group
因
of
为
children.
唯
So
有
I will
坚持
persist all
才
the
能
ways. I
看
will
到希望。感
preserve
恩
all the
有这
way
一个机
because the
会
only
到高
through
雄跟各位来
persistencies
分
can
享，
create
感
hope.
恩。
好，
Thank you
好，
very
我们贝莲
much.
师姐其实她也
And
不只用行动
thanks
来
to
付出，其实她也用生
Sister
命来
Huang
付出，因为她
Bilian,
之前得
and
到
through
癌
her,
症癌，
and she was
而且
suffering
她在
from
癌症期
cancer.
间，她
Even
勇敢抗癌是一个抗癌
during
的
her
斗士，
treatment,
同
she
时
never
在
stopped.
对，
She
就是
still
说
persists
就是
in
没有被
attending
诊断恶
our
性之后，她还来承担我们的讲
activities.
师，非常的感恩。接下来我们欢迎高
And
美月老师，感恩。
after retire, I devoted 5 years from 2019 to 2023 in anti-drug campaign. This opportunity allowed me to expand from the original class models of the one school and one class to multi-school and multi-class service. It really opens up my personal teaching experience. Even though the sharing time is very limited, but I cherish every moment because each time is fresh and meaningful learning journeys. And I'm very grateful to our brother Zhao Liang to start these teams, which gave us the opportunity to deeply understand the anti-drug education, starting from the emphasizing the hazard of drugs and gradually deepening into understanding the psychological causes of drug abuse. And then we can strengthen the children's. It turns out that the prevention and treatments of external drug abuse must start with the resolution of internal emotional toxins. This is also correspond to the concept of 自己's purifying at the source. And with the affinities of the teams, we learn from the actions and learn from doing, and I'm very honored to be a member of the team. We continue to enrich our knowledge. At the same time, we have good partners who love to and support each other. And together we can spread
高美
love
月老师
in
哈，
the
其实
school
他
and
讲到一个
planting
重
good
点，就是
seeds
我们
in
透
their
过在
hearts.
宣导的过程当中，也找到自己的不足，所以现在我们教育
And
部跟彰化县
Changhua,
政府
the
教育
county
处，他们
government
只要
also
有就是
will
也
send
寻
an
找药物
official
应用的一个初阶、进
invitation
阶，
to
或者
us
是特
to
殊的一个
to
教育
perform
训练，
the
他都会邀请
anti-drugs
我们一起来
sections
跟他们来成
every
长。
year.
所以我们也跟教育部跟彰化县政府就是合为一体，是一个合作伙伴的一个关系。我们下一位来邀请杨秋梅老师。
Once I read the papers,
大家好， 我曾经看过一段文章，我很喜欢，我在这边念给大家听。请你努力的活出一道光，因为你不知道有多少人
please
因
keep a
因
good
为你的
heart
光走出
because
黑
you
暗。
never know
请
how
你
many
尽可
people
能的
can
保
see
持
the
善
lights
良，
from
因
you
为你不知
and
道
walk out
有
of the
多少人借
darkness.
由你的善良走出绝望。
Because you never
请
know
你尽可能的
how many people can rely
保
on
持
your
真
face
实你的
to
信仰，
step
因
out
为
of
你
their
不知道有多少
sufferings.
人借着你的信仰走出迷茫。
Because
请
your
你坚
excellence can
持你
activate
的
lots of
积极
people's.
进取，
I'm
不
not
去
an
不
excellent
懈，
person,
因
but
为你
I'm
不
a
知道你的
very
优
lucky
秀
and a
可以
blessing
带动多
persons
少人。
because my
我
parents
不
are
是一个优
Tzu Chi
秀的人，
volunteer,
但是
so
我
I
很
have the
幸福
opportunity
又
to
幸
be
运的，
exposed
因
to the
为我爸
beauty
爸
of
妈
the
妈是慈
world.
济的志工，
And
所以我在
my
三十几
husband
岁
remind
我
me
就
not
接
all
触
of the
慈济
family
的
like
真善
me
美
who
善
has
行。
these
那
environments.
我的先生
But
提醒我
actually, when I
说，
was working at
不是
school
你
for
每个人都
13
像你的
years,
家人
I
一样哦。
realized the
那
families can
我其
really
实在学校任职
influence
的13
the
年，我看
children's
到
a
了
lot.
家庭教育是多
So,
么的重要，
and
它影
after
响了一个
13
人。
years, I quit
那
my
所以呢，
job
当
and
我
to
在13年后，
accompany
我
my
辞去了学
children's.
校的教职，改在家里经营安
And
亲班、
the
科
most
普班，
important is
也
that
陪
I
伴我们
step
家里的
into
2
the
个宝贝。
campus
但
and
在这个过
combine
程当
with
中，
the
最重
Jingsi
要的是我到
aphorism
校园说故事。其实呢，在说
and
故事的
to
时候，把静
um,
思语带进去校园里面，透过绘本引导孩子在真善美在他们的心里面扎根。我觉得这是一个非常重要的事。后来到少府院去 这个
Uh,
接触到不一样
Lots of
的
people
不一样的
lost
人
their
生，或很多的
directions
孩子
due
他
to
们
the
人
drug
生的迷
addict.
茫，甚至很多人
So
因
I
为
make up my
吸毒，
mind
因为
to
毒品，然后让他的人
participate the
生变了
teams
调。
with.
所以后来我就毅然决然的跟着我们的
I
组
will not
队
say
到
that
校园
I
做
will
反毒
guard
宣
the
导。不
doors
敢
of the
说
house,
是
but
守在
we
地狱的
must
门口，
prevent the
但是我
children
们
from
绝对要
falling into
坚
the
持，
trap of the
希望
drugs.
呢能够呢
Going
让
to
孩
more
子在
schools
心里
will
打
give
下
us
一
more
个防
opportunity
堵
to
的地方
spread
针。
the
好，
truth,
希望我们
kindness,
的坚
and
持努
beauty
力
of
能
the
够
Tzu
一起相信。谢谢
humanities.
大家。
So
好，杨
every
聪美老
time
师，他也
we
是带
have
着父母
this
亲给他的一
event,
个
we have
爱
this
我们也看到他所行
lectures,
的典
she
范，其实
always
每一
participate
次我
and
们有活动，只要
provide
只要
lots of
临时补位的部分
helps.
他也都义
And
不
the
容辞
last
真的谢谢杨聪美老
sister
师，
Liu
感恩。
Miaoling's
那下一位我
sharings.
们邀请刘妙玲师
And
姐，感恩。
after I joined this
大家好，我
teams
参加了
has
这
been
个文
5
盲反毒
years.
的这个团队哈，已经5年了。
We
那
can
其
let
实
more
啊，在这个
children
反毒的
can
过程当中
understand the
啊，说
knowledge
实在
about the
的，
hazard
虽然
from
说我们
drugs.
去就是说让孩子
And
多做
I
了
was
解，
very
可以让他们
grateful
呢这个远离
to
毒品的
join
危
the
害之外，
Changhua anti-drug
我觉
team
得
5
我
years
收获
ago
的
to
是
protect
非
our
常之
home
多哈，
together.
因为我们透
We
过了这个
must
这个分享的时候，我们必须要
do the
知道
homeworks
什么讯息
and
呢是很重
to
要的，必须要让孩子们他们了解。那我们必须要先去做功课，
every time
学
we
习
have to
细
show
节。
the
而且呢，像你们这样子
responsibilities
5年下
of
来哈，我们可能每一次我们必须
the
要去
camping in
承担
the
学校的
campus.
时候，因
Every
为
year
学
we
校是100
share
多
the
所，可是
lecture
呢，你每
in
次做的
20 to
可能是一
30
年大概
schools. So every
二
time the
十几所了
sharings
哈，
have
二
to
三
be a
30几所
slightly
这样子哦。
different.
可是
So
呢，你又
it's
不
a
能，如
good
果是一样的时
opportunity
候，你
for
怎么
us
会
to
能够
learn.
不
It's,
一样哦？所以这个就是对我们来
and I
讲都
always
是一
shared
个
my
很棒的一
experience
个
with
学习
my
的经
mom.
验哦。所以我觉
And my
得
mom
这
always
个
asks
真的
me
很
where
好，
you
而且通
go
常我
and
说
what
回
did you
娘家，我
do,
都会
and I
问我
share
妈
all
妈，
the
我说我妈就问我说，
the
哎，你去哪？怎样啊？做什么事啊？我
experience
都可
with
以
my
跟她说，
parents. I was so
那
grateful
一
that
天呢，
my
我就
mom
是打
can
电话给我
support
弟，带
me,
我弟去学校哈，做反毒
and
的
she
宣
gave
导
me the
哈，跟妈
strong
妈一起分
body
享。那我
to
就非常感恩
do
我
all
妈给
these
我们
good
这个，
deeds.
至少还能用的身体哦，可以去做这种好事，而且呢，可
And
以
my
分
mom
享
really
智
loved
慧哦，让
Tzu
他
very
们
much.
这个觉得说，
And to
妈妈是觉得
participate
说
in
啊，
Tzu
自
and
己
also
只是对的，因
participate
为
in
妈
the
妈很喜欢吃
anti-drug
戏哦。
team
所以我说哈，
is
像我
a
们参
right
加
path
慈
to
济，还有我
walk.
们做这
I
个
will
反
never
毒宣导
regret
哈，是一
joining
件非常
Tzu.
有意义、很真实的道路哦。我非常的
When we
喜
first
欢哦，我也
invite
不会
her,
退转哦。
she
感恩
took
大
the
家，谢
bus
谢。
to
好，
the
刘美玲老师，
schools,
刘美玲师
and
姐
after
其
she
实
get off
开始
the
在邀请她
bus,
的时候
we
哈，
pick
她
her
其实
up.
她是坐公车到学校去宣
So
导，
later on,
公
she
车
learned
下
how
车
to
之后，我
ride
们
a
的志工再
scooter
去载
to
她。
the
那后来觉
campus.
得这样子不行，她后来就
So
不会
even
骑
it's
摩托车，
difficult
后来
to
就学骑摩
perform,
托
but
车，
she
就
still
开始自己再骑
try
着摩
all
托
of
车
her
到学
efforts
校
to
去。
make
所
it
以她在难
theirs.
行能行的部分，真的是我们学习的一个典范。像100多所的一个学校，是我们几个讲师分配啦吼，啊，我拢
Next,
会尽量拢有人先见啦吼，让他们先
let's
挑，这
welcome
样
a
子比较不
sister
会那
Xu
么多的
Bi
冲突
Yun's.
性。好，好，那我们下一位，我们欢迎那个我们徐碧云师姐，感恩。
I was invited by Brother
亲爱
Gao
的家
Zhao
人，大
Liang.
家好。
I
我
should
是今天
also
受到
participate in
这样
this
棒的弟兄
sharing
的邀约哈，
because
然后我想
nowadays the
说，
drug
我
use
们
among
来介入这个题目。那
teenagers
现在
is
的社会
increasing
青
year
少
by
年
years, and the age
贩
group is
毒品
trending
的吸食
downwards
毒品的
because
情
of
况
the
越来越严重，
development
而
of
且
the
年龄有可能
technology
是
and
往下降的
information,
情况，
as
而
well
且
as
加上那
curiosity
个资
and the
讯呢，从网
influence
络的
of the
发达，
peers.
还有
The
好奇心
teenagers
跟
are
跟那
easily
个
tempted
同才之间的
based on
影
the
响
lack
哦，
of
所以
awareness of
我们
drugs.
的学
He
者可
feels
能
that the
其实
drugs
不太
can
清
be
楚
easily
毒品到底
controlled
它的认知不足
and
哦，
they
所以我
can
希望能
just
够介
use
入这个
them
毒
and
品的
whenever they
宣
want
导，
to
能够让
quit,
他
they
们
can
清楚
quit.
哦，其
But
实毒品不是那么容易戒的
they
哈，不
they
是说
was not
他
aware
想
of
戒
they
就戒，
were
他想
step
用就
into
用
the
哈，
addicted to
而且
drugs.
他已经不知
So
道说
we
他其
hope that through our lecture, the students will be able to understand the danger of drugs, which are serious and irreversible hazards throughout their lives. We hope that the students will refuse drugs and say no bravely. And thanks to everyone. And the sister 碧云
师姐，跟大家补充一点，
just
碧云师姐
joined
今
the
年刚退我们，就是说刚交接我们彰化县
She also shouldered the responsibility of the anti-drug teams. And the other members also are team members, and also my wife, and also Sister Zhiling is part of our team.
我们的子琳师姐也是我们团队，所以我们要
We appreciate
师姐
everyone,
师兄，
那就一起吧。
and
四
I
国师国师兄，我们一起
would like to
大家
share
其实
this
剩下3分钟，我想要
representative
代
of
表
the
我们
Changhua
就是继
County
续持
anti-drug
续由防毒
teams.
教育宣导
I would
团
like
我是
to
彰化局的志工，
thank
我
you,
们要在高
thanks
雄
to
这个
Teacher
那么
Mei
正
Yun
能量
for
的一个高雄
inviting
国防
us
读书
to
会上，
share at the
再次的感恩我们
stadiums
美玲老
and
师给我
to
们这
know
个
what
机
we're
会，
doing in the
让带
community
来
and spread
这
our
里
love.
让大家知
And
道
we
我
also
们
want to call out to
在
all
市
of
区所做的，
all
那
of
我们也
us,
将这份爱
hand
来
in
散播
hand,
出去。
we
同
can
时要
work
来呼吁大
together
家，
to
就是
prevent the
我
drug
们携手
abuse,
相连，一起来守护我
and
们的下一代。
sincerely
我们社
hope
会
that
可能很多
everybody
不
can
值那么
stay
大的一个
safe
代价。
and
那
happy.
在这边要谨祝福各位师兄师姐不会双
And
行，
let's step
平安健康。
backwards
感
so
恩大
the
家，谢谢。
we
好，非
can
常感
take
恩。
pictures.
我们全部退一步，让导播比较好 take 画
And
面。
we
然后
really
他们那个对白
appreciate their
员听得懂，拿
sharings
出来给他们好不好？
and
让
the
他们对
audience
他们的
reapers.
彩排。对，真的非常感恩
We
哦。
hope
其
that
实
more of
我
the
们那
rehab
个
people can
慈
get
云
to
师
know
姐啊，就
Tzu
赞叹
more,
高照良师兄勇于
and
归正
his
归白，使
influence
善有更
really
多偏
affect
离
the
与
lives of
原认知
people.
实际。而大爱网络电台其实也影
And
响
with
很
these
多我
topics,
们监狱
we
的
would
认知
like
人。
to know
这次
that
921的时候，我们
and
的慈云师
another
姐即将来
platforms
就这
we
个主
can
题，
know
让我们
about
更去清楚一
these
个很棒
topics.
的一个平台——大爱网络电台，
And they will
其
learn
实
a
也
lot of
会让
knowledge
他们
from
真的不
his
小心，然
sharings.
后走入监狱的人，在那边一样可以
Every
遇到
time when
很
I
好的一个
heard
力量。
his
那每一个人都有
sharing,
不同的一个
and
因
he
缘哈。
cannot
那
bear
即便
of
我
the
们看到他的
suffering
管训，你说每回
for the
听到良
people
师
in
兄见
prison
证
and the
说法，苦口婆
students,
心，锲而不舍进入校园、监狱，宣导
we
反
thanks
毒
for
教育
his
人生信息的
dedications
感动，
to
感佩
prevent
与
the
感恩。
students from
无毒
addicted
有
to
你
drugs.
有我，反毒人人有责，毒品无孔不
The
入。强
anti-drug
悍免治节
campaigns
子，毁为一生，过
proactively
以毒为生。预
promoting
防胜于治疗，
their
防毒教育
lecture
及宣
in
导团
school
队
and
勇于承担，主
campus
动配合，积
and
极
the
宣导，
military
愿大
and
自
the
坚定，
prisons.
前行无怨尤，使
So
命必达，
when
愿
you
如行
give
哈。那我们
blessings, you
在 Twitter
always
的秀女师姐
when
说，
you are
付出当
giving,
下
you
收获
also
最多的是自
accumulating
己，方助团
blessings
队
to
用心努
yourselves.
力，赞叹觉察的过程哈。所以上人特别叫讲哈，你要会记得爱修啊哈，爱
And
修
with
这
the
样子哈。
teamwork,
所以
the work can last long,
在
then
这
it
里
can
呢，
last
王
eternals.
金葛他说，团队的合作就会走得更远哈。那刚才我们的秀女师姐
So
也写了很
the
多怎么
mistake
在
that I
管训
made
场
before,
中
it
很喜
became
欢
the
她提到
story
这样
that I
的一段，她
share
说
with
过去的
everybody
走错的方
today.
向，成为现在
So
分
we
享
can
生命
see
故事的力量。
brothers Gao
林心
Zhaoliang
怡她说，
in
高
every
师兄英
corner
文
of
棒，
the
一边反毒
countries
宣导很
to
用心，
see
在每
him
个直播都
sharing
可以看
his
见我们是一个为
lectures
防
with
毒团
us.
队的一个宣导。我们今天高雄走入监狱的反毒团队也有来
And
到
please come
现场哈， 是
forwards
不是
and
请你
other
们用最快
teams
的速
from
度
the
上来哈？我刚才一
anti-drugs
直忽略
teams.
了你们，你们
Please
用最
come
快的速度，因
forwards
为我已经没有时间了，所以
and
你们用
take your
最快的
max
速度，
off,
好不
and we
好？
can all
好，是不是？
see you.
对对对，我们站到台子上沿，然后口罩可以拿下哈。所以我们高雄的家
And there
人
were
其实
more
也一直
people
一直。那
that actually
即便他们能来的，还有更多的一些人，目前也
Let's
是
stand
在
on the
这
stage
样的一
and
个防
we
毒的
can
校园
wave
或者现
together
场中，因
and
为他们不
let's
是在那边，就
say
是都
hello
在
and
这
see
个
each
路上
other
哈。那
with
他觉得
everybody
说千
here.
辛万
This
苦
is a
为何为
wonderful
让社会接受，
anti-drug
不简单，
team
带
and
动
we
进步，
just
他迎
meet
着向上，
together
更是国
on
而
the
无忧
drug
哈。所以我们
like
知道。
we
持
just
续
say
这样的
no
成
to the
长，然
drug,
后现
right?
在在
Okay.
瑞士的姚
I
老
think
师
this
说，我
is
们
not
都是阿
easy
良
for
方
everybody to
式
say
教
no to
育
the
宣导
drugs. So
团
that
队的
this is
后
like
台
a
支
great
持者，
merit
加
for
油哈！
us, right?
所以非常
And
感
we
恩，就
really
是
have to maintain all the positive
我们知
power.
道他在做一些
And
事，那我们
here
也
are
实
all
时
the
的在什么
volunteers
时间
from
可以参与
Alliance
这样的一个活
Anti-Drug
动。等一下
Team,
你们阿
right?
良
And
国
I'm
是
so
第一波来的，
grateful
请
that
请
we
你们
have
讲一
such
下
a
哈。
kind of a
我们
wonderful
支持
power
美
doing
女是不
something,
多了，就
okay?
是
And we can
比例
bring
的
like young
10%，其他
people
的协助
back,
更
right?
深的，其他的部分就是像
And would you like to tell me like how many percent of the benefits would you like to deposit? Okay, for 慈济, right? And okay, so we will just donate like 10% of it, right? Okay, and for one meal, and we also have a kind of a specific percentage of the fund for that. Okay, and we always just like make such donations, right, into 慈济 to do like a charity jobs, right? Okay, and this is really wonderful. Okay, and I think I'm speaking in Chinese, but we have like a 5 today different languages like on oral interpretations, right? Okay. And we also have like 2 more like good friends, volunteers. Please come up here, right? And they are also members of the anti-drug team, right? Okay. And you know, we have like a good volunteers like coming here, and it's great, right? Also, we are from Taichung, okay? So here are 2 wonderful volunteers. Please, would you please just come over and stand like next to Aliang, okay? And don't be nervous when you see me. And we are grateful. And when you watch the recap, and I hope that you can feel touched. And if you are touched, please write down something as a positive feedback, and we will just read it in our online study group, Kaohsiung, right? Okay. And Mr. Zheng Yan says that if we can do something, then we have to just always do it, right? Okay. And of course, that we have impermanence, right? But we still work hard, right, against impermanence, right? Okay. So again, say no to drugs, right? And we have a Yume from Malaysia, and she says that, okay, and she says, okay, wonderful. This week's English interpretation is from Kaohsiung team. They always provide excellent translations fluently, right? And we are so grateful, right? Okay. And this is a message, okay, to say that they are so grateful to our translators because, you know, they did a wonderful job, right? And Yume actually is online today, and actually she herself is also an interpreter of Cantonese, right? Okay, CC, you know, I'm so grateful to them because, you know, they are doing like a multi-language interpretation, right? Okay, and Yume speaks not only English, and she also speaks like a Cantonese, right? Okay, and when you are listening to the English translation, I mean interpretation, and please don't hesitate to write down how you feel, all right? And we will be very grateful to you, right? Okay, so I really look forward that everybody can just stay with us and we can take a good photo. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aliang, and thanks to our team from Kaohsiung.